many students asked doubts about from this chapter, so we have taken that chapter separately. Okay, so first of all, I want to give you the new paper pattern and marking scheme. As you know, that 1 marker, 20 questions, 3 markers, 6 questions, 4 marker, 3 questions, and 6 markers, 5 questions will be there. So total number of questions 34, but 80 marks. So next, here in this session, we will do dissolution, total 5 marks. 1 marker question. Yes, please look at the screen. Now, one by one, we will discuss. See, it's my suggestion to you, when you will study or read the theory of this chapter, learn the sections, because in this chapter, they have given various sections related with Indian Partnership Act 1932. See, this is the minute question, but that will come in your boards for 1 marker. Section 41 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 deals with dissolution of a firm. Is it by mutual agreement, by compulsory dissolution, by notice, or by order of court? Yes, please. Please let me know. So here the answer is compulsory dissolution. Compulsory dissolution in section 41. Next, settlement of accounts in case of dissolution of partnership is dealt with which section of Partnership Act 1932? It is related with the section 48. Indian Partnership Act section 48 is related with settlement of accounts. Like, first of all, we have to pay outside liabilities, then accordingly. Okay, note it down. Yes, next. Dissolution of firm means closing down of the partnership business. Yes, assertion is true. All the partners terminate their connections. Yes, business comes to an end. Yes, so we can say reason and assertion both are true. Reason is correct explanation of assertion. Next, on dissolution of a firm, fictitious assets are transferred to, yes please, again a good question. That is debit side of partner's capital account. Debit side of partner capital account is related with transfer of asset here, and fictitious asset which are given, that is to be transferred to the partner's capital account. Yes, now please underline that line here which I am going to give you is firm had given a loan. This is the major line. Firm had given a loan to B. B is a partner. Now, where you will transfer this loan and where that will be settled. Please read the question carefully here. The firm had given a loan. Firm had given a loan. Yes, it's clear. Firm had given a loan of rupees 20,000 to B that will be transferred to the debit side of B's capital account. Now, in case of dissolution, total creditors of the firm 40,000, creditor 10,000 were given to furniture costing 8,000 in full and final settlement. Remaining creditors allowed a discount of 10% by which the amount which cash will be credited in the realization account for payment to creditors. Answer B, 27,000. Now that question is little bit complicated. So how to do that question here I am going to show you. Yes, please listen carefully. The total creditors were of 40,000. Now the creditors are settled by furniture. So the total creditors settled by furniture is of rupees 10,000. So the balance remaining 30,000. Now the creditors were to be allowed 10% discount, remaining 10% discount. So here that is 3,000. So the total amount which is remaining, that will be 27,000. Please note down the question. Note down the question. So the total, yes, that will be 27,000. Yes, clear? So here again I am going to show you 40,000 minus 10,000, 30,000 minus 3,000. So 27,000 is remaining amount. Next. In case of dissolution, one of the partner was paid only rupees 5,000 for his loan to the firm, which amounted, okay, to rupees 5,500. To rupees 5,500. Okay, so 500 will be recorded in which account? 500, 5,500 minus 5,000. Note down the answer. That will be realization account, credit side. Realization account, credit side. Next. In case of dissolution of partnership, there was no workman compensation of fund and firm had to pay rupees 3,000 as compensation to workers. Where will be this 3,000 rupees recorded in the books of account? Yes, please read the question carefully. No workman compensation fund, but firm has to pay 3,000 rupees as compensation. See, when I explain you that there are three conditions. No information, then the whole fund will be distributed in old partners, old ratio. Here, that is there is no fund, but the firm has liability to pay. Okay, so that will be debit side of realization account. You have to pay 3,000 rupees. Note down, please. Liability to pay 3,000 rupees. Debit side of realization account. Next. At the time of dissolution, total assets are worth rupees 3 lakh, external liabilities are 1,20,000, asset realized 120%, realization expenses paid 4,000, then profit and loss on realization will be. This is the question. Yes. Now we will discuss how to do that. Now one by one, here I am going to show you the fastest method how to do that question in the exam. Either that question may come in MCQ form or they can ask you, okay, in the big question also. So fastest way, we have to make a realization account. Why? Because we have to calculate profit or loss on realization. And in the fastest way, total asset which is given are 3 lakh. Total liabilities are also given, that is 1,20,000. If asset realized 120% of total asset, that is 3,60,000. Now, as you know, to bank, you have to pay liabilities of 1,20,000 and you have to pay bank expenses as well. So that will be 4,000. Okay. Now, the total of this side is 4,80,000 and total of this side is remaining less. Okay. So that will be 56,000. And this side, there will be profit. And if that is this side, there will be loss. So this is the fastest way. But we can, if that question will come for 1 mark only, then you can do 120% of asset minus 100. It means 20% of asset is more. So that will be 3,60,000. 3,20% is 60,000 and 4,000 is expenses. So total 56,000 they have to pay. So both the methods you can opt. But this is the authentic way if the question will come for more marks. Got it, Bacho? Yes, clear. Now, see the answer. Profit is 56,000 rupees. Next. Assertion and reason. See the question. At the time of dissolution of partnership firm, the amount received from realization of all the asset is used first of all to pay the external liabilities Yes, because the outside liability should be paid first of all at the time of dissolution. It is according to the Indian Partnership Act. Yes, answer A is correct. Means both reason and assertion are true. Yes. Now, next. What will be the general entry if Samir, a partner, takes over the loan payable to Mrs. Samir 10,000? Mrs. Samir is outsider, but Samir is a partner. What do you think? What should we do? What will be the treatment? Yes. D. Realization account debit to Samir's account. That Samir's account will be credited because here Samir, a partner, is ready to take the liability of the outsider, Mrs. Samir. Liability means liability of loan. Very good. Next question. Yes, liability taken over by a partner at the time of dissolution is dash to dash account. Liability taken over by a partner credited to partner's capital account. Now, realization expenses 12,000 were to be borne and paid by Mr. Ashish, a partner. What would be the general entry? Simple, no entry. Why no entry? Yes, my dear children, give your opinion. Why no entry? Because it is to be borne and paid by a partner. So there will be no entry because he is responsible to bear and to pay. So no entry in the books of firm. Amit is a partner. He was appointed to look after the process of dissolution at 25,000 rupees. He agreed to bear the dissolution expenses. Actual expenses amounted to 12,000 paid by him. Realization account will be debited by. See, in this question, the remuneration is 25,000. That is decided. Now the actual expenses are less. So A will be debited, yes, by 25,000 rupees. So realization account will be debited by 25,000. Answer A is correct. Note down, please. See that firm has decided 25,000 rupees. So that will be used. Whatever the actual expenses, that will not matter. Book value of machine transfer to realization account debit side is dash if machine was sold for 30,000, being 50% more than the book value. Yes, this is again a very good question. How to do that question? In the very fastest way, 30,000 is for 150%. What will be at 100%? That will be 20,000. So book value was 20,000 and sold at 30,000. Naturally, 50% is more. You can check it here also. Okay. See, this is the way you can do it. So answer C, 20,000. Next. At the time of dissolution of a firm, creditors are 70,000, firm's capital is 1,20,000, cash balance is 10,000, other assets realized 1,50,000. Gain and loss on realization will be. Yes, what do you think? What should we do? Yes, please, children, give your answer in chat box. What do you think what we should do? Yes. That question may be For more marks, so here that is, this question is related with memorandum balance sheet. Yes, memorandum balance sheet. So first of all, creditors are given 70,000, capital given 1,20,000. Okay, so that is total 1,90,000 of this side. Here the cash balance given 10,000. Yes, so other assets, that is balancing figure, that is 1,80,000. Again, total will be same. Now you have to make a realization account. So assets are given 1,80,000. Creditors are given 70,000. Asset realized 150. Asset realized 1,50,000. And liabilities are paid 70,000. Now please let me know. What do you think? What will be the profit or loss? Yes, students, give me your answer. So here 30,000 will be balancing figure and that will be loss. Note down, children, this question. See, that question is looking for one line, but the answer will come by this way only. First, make the memorandum balance sheet, then realization. Now, next. 30,000 will be lost. Next, at the time of dissolution of partnership, an unrecorded asset taken by X, a partner, is debited to. Yes, here unrecorded asset is taken by X. So that's why X will be debited. Realization account is it. See, this question is from 11 plus. You have studied 3 types of account: personal, real, and nominal. Okay, personal account, real account, nominal account. Yes, what will be your answer? What do you think? What will be the answer? Yes, the correct answer is nominal account. So realization account is a nominal account. Okay, any doubt, children? Next, which of the following is paid first in case of dissolution of partnership firm? Which of the following is paid first? Realization expenses is the first and foremost to paid, then liabilities, okay, then secured loan, then partners loan. So that question may come in sequential order questions also. Put the proper sequence. So always remember, first of all, realization, then external liabilities, secured loan, then partners loan to be paid off. Now 4 marker questions. Yes, please note down the question. Madhav, Mukund, and Madhusudan were partners. They decided to dissolve the firm. Okay. Old machinery fully written off. $42,000 sold for 42,000, while a payment of 6,000 is made to bank for a bill discounted being dishonored. One by one. See, first of all, fully written off, sold for 42,000. 6,000 is made to bank for a bill discounted being dishonored. Yes, answer is bank account debit to realization, because asset realized and payment made for bill discounted, just opposite of it, that is liability to be paid. Okay, next question. Madhusudan accepted an unrecorded asset of 80,000 at 75,000 and the balance through check against the payment of his loan to the firm was only 1 lakh rupees. See, one by one. Total loan is of 1 lakh rupees. Asset given of 75,000 rupees and the balance through bank. Check means bank. Madhusudan's loan account debit to realization account to bank account. Madhusudan's loan account debit to realization account to bank account because 75,000 given through unrecorded asset while 25,000 through bank. Next, stock 30,000 taken by Madhav, Madhusudan and Mukund in their profit sharing ratio, and their profit sharing ratio is not given, so that will be equal. So stock was taken. So that stock is of 30,000, which was already transferred to the realization account, and it is taken by all the three partners and their profit sharing ratio, which is not given. It means that will be equal. Now, firm had paid realization expenses amounting to rupees 5,000 on behalf of Mukund. So Mukund's capital account debit to bank account. Realization expenses paid on behalf of Mukund. So firm paid 5,000 rupees on behalf of Mukund. That's why Mukund's account will be debited. Vehicle loan of 2 lakh, which was paid by asset at an agreed value of 1 lakh 40, and shortfall was met from firm's bank account. Realization account debit to bank. See here, 2 lakh minus 1 lakh 40,000. So the shortfall is paid through bank. Realization account debit to bank account. Note down, children. Next, analyze the given case and below and answer the questions that follow. Partnership firm of Vikram and Mohan, located in Jorhat, Assam, a backward and rural area of Northeast. Firm is producing tea and producing the product with the help of machinery and labor. This was dissolved due to bad financial position. So, Mr. Vikram had agreed to undertake the dissolution work, and it is paid by Vikram. Who will bear the expenses of firm at dissolution? Who had agreed? The person who had agreed will bear. A. Vikram is ready, so Vikram will pay. Got it, children? Who will pay? The Vikram is ready, agreed, so he will pay the dissolution expenses. What will be the entry? Payment made by partner Vikram? Yes. What will be the general entry? Simple, no entry. Because, why no entry? Because the Vikram is ready to pay and ready to bear. Okay. Then, what will be the entry if expenses of dissolution is paid by the firm? Vikram's capital account debit to bank, because here the Vikram is appointed to bear the expenses. Differentiate between dissolution of partnership and dissolution of firm. You see, this question you can see in various papers of CBSE. Okay, so here I want to tell you, dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership firm is entirely different concept. Note down, please. Yes, now we will discuss. The business of the firm continue. Here the business comes to an end. Here revaluation is prepared. Here realization is prepared. economic relationship just change. Many will come, many will go, the firm will continue. Same here. Admission, retirement, death, the firm will continue the business in dissolution of partnership. But in dissolution of firm, their relations come to an end. Okay. Here the books are not need to be closed. Here the books are closed. Yes, any other point you want to discuss? Yes, the situations or conditions. Yes. Dissolution of partnership means change in PSR, admission, retirement, death. Okay, but here in dissolution of firm, the firm is going to close. That is dissolution of firm. Next, analyze the given below and answer the questions. A and B were partners in 3-2. Balance sheet was as follows. Firm dissolved on 1st April. Asset and liabilities were settled. Building was taken over by creditors as their full and final payment. How much amount will be debited to realization account? Answer B. See, if any asset is taken over by any liabilities or it is to be settled, the liability with the asset, so there will be no entry because we will not pass the entry for asset realized and not for liabilities paid up. Okay. Next. Furniture was taken over by B for cash payment at 5% less than book value. The account debited will be. Yes, it is taken over by a partner, but for cash payment. That's why cash account will be debited. Debtors were collected by a debt collection agency at a cost of rupees 5,000. How much amounts will be transferred to realization account? See here I want to tell you. First of all, we have to say the value of debtors, that is 80,000. Okay, so the debtors value is 80,000 and it is collected by a debt collection agency by charging 5,000 rupees. So 80,000 minus 5,000, 75,000 will be shown. Okay. Here I'm going to show you. Total debtors are of 80,000, 5,000 charges by a debt collection agency. So 75,000 rupees will be realized value. B agreed to bear all realization expenses for this service. He is paid rupees 500. Actual expenses 1,000. Realization account will be debited 500. Why? Because B is paid 500 rupees. What is the actual expenses? The firm will not bother. What is the amount decided that will be paid, that will be entered. Now, again, a very good question. In this question, you will have the problem in 3 points that I'll solve you. I'll give you the answer. Gopal, Mohan, and Sohan were partners. They decided to dissolve the firm. On the date following was their position, creditors given, capitals given, cash, debtors minus provision, stock, fixed asset given. Yes. Now see, One of the creditor of 20,000 agreed to accept half of the stock in full settlement and balance of the creditors paid at discount of 5%. One by one, I am going to show you the question. What is the amount paid to creditors? So here, see, creditors are of 50,000. Okay. See, creditors are of 50,000. 20,000 agreed the stock. So balance were paid at 5%. So one by one, here I am going to show you. Yes, please discuss. What is the total amount of creditors? Please let me know. Yes, bachon. Total creditors of rupees 50,000 and 20,000 settled by stock. So the remaining are 30,000. Then 5% discount. So here we have to pay 5% discount. So discount will be on 30,000. That will be 1,500. Okay. So now what will be the amount paid? 28,500 rupees. So the answer 28,500. One again, see the total creditors of 50,000 and 20,000 is accepted this one. So remaining will that. Okay. Remaining by discount. Note down, please. Yes, next. Okay, now next one. Stock. The next point is, because many are confused in that question, that's why. Stock is of 60,000. That will divided in two parts. Half given to the creditors, half sold at the market. Got it? So here I am going to show you how to do that. Total creditors are of rupees 60,000. That will divided in two parts. Got it? One is half given to creditors. Creditors means 60,000 half is given as to creditors. Now remaining half, 30,000, that is to be sold. But sold at 33 1 by 3% profit. It means 10,000 1 by 3. So the total selling price is 40,000. So what will be the selling price of the stock? That is 40,000. Yes, students, please see it again. Total is 40,000. Why 40,000? Because 60,000 divided in two parts. Half settled to creditors, half settled by sold it. So 30,000 sold by 33, 1 by 3%, or you can think that is 1 by 3. Clear? Yes. Very good. Now, next. This amount realized from sale of stock, just now we discussed, that is 40,000. Clear or not? Yes. What is the amount of remuneration payable to Sohan? 36,000. Note down, children. Next. What is the amount of gain or loss on realization? So for this purpose, we had to make proper realization account. Okay. Now, please let me know how to make realization account. This is the format. Okay. One by one, I am going to show you how to make realization account. First of all, we have to transfer all assets. So all assets are given debtors, okay, stock, fixed assets. So one by one, we can transfer it. 1,50,000, here 60,000, that is 1 lakh. And this side, creditors and PFD given. So we have to note down PFD is 10,000 and creditors is 50,000. Now they sell the asset. So asset realized. So that will be in bank. So stock realized, as just now I explained, 40,000 rupees. Yes, and other asset are for 2 lakhs. Other assets are for 2 lakhs. So total is 2,40,000. Now here in the debit side, first of all, they have to pay the total amount as remuneration, bank, we can say expenses or remuneration, that is 36,000, and they have to pay to creditors that we already explained. I already explained in the first question, that is 28,500. So ultimately they have loss, that will be this side 74500, and the total of both the sides are 3,74,000. So that is the loss, and that is distributed among all partners in their profit sharing ratio. Yes, please note down. So if that type of question will come, you have to make the complete answer. We cannot calculate profit or loss without making realization account. So we have to make realization account. Clear, bachcho? Now, answer is D. As I explained you, we have to make account for realization. Good. Next. Ankit, Bobby, and Karthik are the partners. Okay. Now, and by the 433, we have to pass various entries. Firm had stock of 80,000. Ankit took over 50% at 20%, while remaining sold off at a profit of 30%. So here, what to do? One by one, here I am going to show you how to do these type of questions, if that will come in the boards. Okay, now see here, first answer. How to do that? Stock is 80,000. Divided it in two parts. 50%, 50%. First is 40,000. Another is also 40,000. Very good. This is the fastest way and the easiest way I am telling you. The first part, 20% discount, remain, deduct it 8,000, so that will come 32,000. And the second part is at 30% profit, it means 12,000, so that will 52,000. Okay, please note down. Now, first part is taken by Ankit. Another part they sold. It means through bank or cash. Nothing is mentioned, then it's my suggestion, please write bank. Yes. Now what will be the entry? Ankit debit, bank debit to realization. So in place of Ankit, 32,000, in place of bank, 52,000, and that will be 84,000. That will be 84,000. Yes. Now see, second point. All the points in this question are very important. Second point. Liability under a suit for damages included in creditors was settled at 32,000, but only 13,000 provided in the books. And the creditors are of 50,000. Now see, one by one, liability of, so 32,000, but already 19,000 provided. So that 13,002 is provided. So 19,000 will be in outer column and the creditors are of 50,000. So the firm has to pay total 69,000 rupees. What will be the general entry? Yes, realization debit to bank, and that entry will be by 69,000. Yes. Now, next, third entry. Bobby's sister's loan is adjusted with interest. So simple. Realization debit to bank. But how much amount they have to pay, children? Yes, please let me know. According to third entry, what will be the total amount? 22,000. Yes, here I am giving you the reason. Interest plus loan. Both you have to pay. So 22,000. Now fourth entry. Karthik's loan of rupees 12,000 settled at 12,500. So simple. K's loan debit, that is 12,000, but it is settled by bank 12,500. So the 500 will be transferred to realization account. Note down, children. See, this is a very important way. Just divide in two parts. Okay, here in this question, it is given 50%, but it is not necessary. Maybe that is 2/3 or 1/3. So do it by this way. Just divide it in the parts. And if that is discount, it should be minus. If that is profit, that should be added. Okay, clear? Next. Here, see, Ankit debit, bank debit to realization. Realization to bank, 69,000. Realization to bank, that is 22,000. And Karthik's loan, 12,000, settled at 12,500. So 500 is to be taken from realization. Yes, please note down the question. Charu, Dhwani, Iknoor and Pavni are partners. They had entered into the firm through a verbal agreement. Okay. Their conflicts arise due to certain disagreement. They decided to dissolve the firm. So Ms. Kavya, who is a financial advisor, carry on this process. So according to process, all assets to be transferred as well as liabilities. Yes, please. Dhwani's loan settled by this. Pavni's loan settled by asset. Loan to Charu settled by brother's loan. Iknoor's loan taken over. So she has taken over 60,000 rupees machinery. Note down the question. Yes, one by one. Dhwani's loan 50,000 settled by at 42,000 rupees. So 8,000 will be transferred to realization. Then Pavni's loan settled by giving an unrecorded asset. Okay, so that will be Pavni's loan debit to realization. Then loan to Charu was settled by payment to Charu's brother loan. So realization debit to loan to Charu, that is also adjusted or settled. Now Iknu's loan was 80,000, but 60,000 is transferred through machinery and 20,000 is settled by bank account. Note down. First, yes, again, Dhwani's loan settled by 42,000 rupees. That loan was of 50,000. So 8,000 is to transfer to realization account. Pavni's loan is debit and realization account credit because it is settled by an unrecorded asset. See, if it is settled by an recorded asset, then we have the process not to pass the entry. But it is settled by unrecorded asset. Be careful. Okay. Then loan to Charu is also adjusted. Ignore's loan was of 80,000, but 60,000 is adjusted through machinery and rest is given through bank. Now, please note down. Yes. So here in this question, you will see that Sujit will get 10% as remuneration for all the assets realized, and he will bear the expenses. Okay. General entries, one by one. First of all, first entry is related with, yes, don't worry, I'm here to show you. First entry for asset realized, that is by this amount. So that is asset realized, first entry. Then realization expenses is 90,000. So here, and which is next, which is bear by Sujit. Okay, 90,000. So Sujit's capital is debited by bank account. Bank or cash. This is C entry. This is A entry. Now 4,50,000 is to be paid to creditors. That is D entry. Now what about B? B is 10% of the value. How to calculate B? Simple. 10% of 1,000,075. 1,000,075. Note down, please. Yes, next. The firm of R, K, and S was dissolved on 31/3, and all the third-party liabilities and assets transferred to realization account. Now, one by one, we will discuss. K agreed to take off his wife's loan. Yes. Partner is ready to take. Yes. Partner is ready to take. Outside liabilities. Total creditors of the firm 40,000, 10,000 settled by furniture, remaining at 10% discount. Okay. Machine that was not recorded, taken over by K. Firm had a debit balance of 15,000 in the profit and loss account on the this is fictitious asset. Yes, that was the first question of today's. Note down the answer question, children. Note down fast. Yes. One by one, we will discuss. First, realization debit to case capital, because partner is ready to take the burden of liabilities. He is ready to take the loan liability. Then creditors settled at 10% discount, that is 27,000. Unrecorded machine taken over, case capital to realization. Then at the end, 15,000 is the profit, which is divided in equal ratio. Next, very good. That will be in equal ratio. Next question. Pradeep and Rajesh were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in 3:2. Okay, deputed to realize the asset and to pay off the liabilities, paid 1,000 commission for his services, already 1,000 rupees commission for services. Yes. Now in this question, I want to tell you, see, this is profit and loss is a fictitious asset. Leave it. Goodwill is an intangible asset, but it has to be taken because the firm is going to dissolve. Okay. Rajesh is a partner, so that is partner's loan. Mrs. Pradeep is not a partner, that is outside liabilities. Now terms and conditions, please note down. Half realized at 12, remaining half 20%. Investment sold. Remaining creditors paid after 2 months. So 10% per annum discount means we have to calculate discount for 2 months. Be careful about that. Bills receivable settled at a loss. Expenses 2,500. This type of question may also come where they ask you to prepare realization account only. Next, realization account. See, first of all, how to do that? Here I am going to show you. See, these all are asset transfer. These are liabilities transfer. Investment fluctuations as well. Then bank. Bank means third asset realized. As I told you, you have to follow the format. 1, 2, third, fourth. This fourth is related with all the expenses, all the liabilities. This is fifth. That fifth is for expenses. Final, that is 30,000. If that is remaining this side, that is profit. Profit is divided in 3:2. 3:2. Please note down. And 2% discount, it means 2/12. 2/12. Why 2/12? Because discount rate is given per annum. Note down, children. So we can say realization account can be prepared in 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, asset transfer, liability transfer, asset sale off, liabilities settled, then expenses. This fifth one is expenses, and sixth is profit. Yes, next. Rohit and Raghav were partners in 3:2. That is the balance sheet. In this question, we have tried to include everything which you have having problem, like provident fund, okay, see, workman fund, investment fluctuation reserve, profit and loss, etc. Please note down the question. Mrs. Rohit is outsider loan. Raghav is partner's loan. Employees Provident Fund is for employees. None. Rohit agreed to take over furniture at rupees 38,000 and ready to pay Mrs. loan. Debtors realized 18,500, plant realized 10% more. Raghav took over 40% of his stock at 20% less and remaining at a gain of 10%. Creditors took over investment in full settlement. C. Fourth transaction. Creditors took over investment in full settlement. It means no need of any journal entry. Raghav took over the completion of dissolution process. So he has to bear 12,000 rupees expenses. Actually is 8,000 prepare realization. Okay. Now this third point is having doubts. Yes. So stock is 24,000. Here I am going to show you because maximum students have doubt here. The stock is of 24,000 rupees divided in two parts, 40%, 60%, 40%. 24,000's 40% is 9,600. That is 14,400. That is 20% less, means 1920. And here 10% more. It means 1440 more. So that will be 15,840. So please look at the calculation carefully. Here 40% and 60%. 40% taken by Raghav, 60% through bank account. So whenever there is this type of point will come, you have to use partition method. 40% in Raghav, 60% in bank, 40% is 20% less, and 60% 10% more. Discount means minus, gain means plus. So next, realization account. As I told you, there are 6 steps. Yes, this is transfer of all asset is first step. Transfer of all liabilities, second step. Transfer in bank, third. Paid, fourth. Expenses, fifth. And then last, this side. This is profit. 20,020 is profit, that is divided in 3:2. Yes. So whenever you have to make realization account, follow the 6 steps. First, transfer of asset. Second, transfer of liabilities. Third, through bank account. Fourth, liabilities paid off. Expenses paid off. And sixth, if balancing figure in debit side, that is profit. And if balancing figure is in credit side, that is loss. Good. Next. Working note. Look at the screen one by one. I will give you the focus on. Employees Provident Fund is a liability payable to the employees of the firm. Workman compensation fund is an accumulated profit. So there are three conditions. So that will be distributed in partners, capital, in OP, OR. If no information is given. Investment fluctuation reserve is a provision against investment. Now see one by one. First point, 2,10,000 is the book value and 10% is gain, or we can say more. So 10% to be added. So the answer is 2,31,000. Book value of stock is 24,000. First we divide it in 40% separate, then 60% separate. Note down, yes. So whenever there is the part of the question, separate it 40%, 60%, 50%, 50%, whatever they can give you, you can divide it. Now, Musab, Jishan and Jafar were partners in 311. Their balance sheet is as follows. Yes. See here, assets given, okay, loan also given. Now one by one. See, Musab was to taken over furniture and debtors this at this, and the creditors were paid by him at this figure. Jishan was to take over all the stock in trade and some of the other sundry asset at this. That was paying 10% less. Jafar was to take over the remaining asset at 90%, assume the responsibility for the loan, and the remaining debtors were sold by debt collecting agencies, and expenses were 600, but that is paid by Jafar. Prepare the realization account. Note it down, children. Note down the question one by one. Now I am going to tell you. This is the realization account. How to make the realization account, children? See, this is the first step. This is the second step. That will be the completely third stage. First is transfer of asset. Second is transfer of liabilities. Third, asset realized. Fourth, liabilities paid off. Fifth, expenses paid off. Final at the end, sixth entry, that is loss. Okay, and that will divided in 311. That is old partners, old ratio. Note down, children. So here in this question, what I want to tell you, we can transfer the asset, transfer the liabilities, asset realized, liabilities paid off, expenses paid off, and then loss, which will be the sixth step at loss will be distributed in OP, OR. Note down, children. Yes, now someone is asking how to calculate that amount. So here, see, 2,600 and 3,400, 34,400, two parts, and same for Jishan, two things are to be taken over. Now this 12,800 is the profit, and the loss, this one, loss will be divided in 311. It means that will divided first 5. So when that will come, that will be 7680. Now the remaining amount will be distributed equally. Note down. Yes. Now see how to log in or sign up in aspirationai.ai. See first of your name, then you have to password. You will get these things: board helpline, NCERT solution, best written answers, other career guidance. So here, e-classes, exam strategy, we have to solve the doubts, a Telegram doubt session as well. You will get mock papers, daily worksheets. Okay. So if you have doubt, you can ask in Telegram channel as well. Okay. So we have completed dissolution chapter today. Okay.